Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Amplified server. It is episode 295. That is absolutely crazy. How do we have so many episodes when we've just got started on this world? That is the episode number for the entire Hermitcraft series. This is the third world on there and I still see a lot of questions about that. So this is episode 13 on Hermitcraft 3. If ever you want to know what episode we're on, or perhaps you're just interested in watching the series from the beginning, there is a playlist in the first link of the description box. You can click on that, you can find out about all of the videos there, and then that way you can keep up to date with where we are on this series. But why do I call it episode 295? Well, I never wanted to reset the episode number because all of these have been on Hermitcraft, whatever world it's been on. This is the third one so far, and I remember on day one when I uploaded my first video I called it episode 001, and some people caught on straight away there. They saw that I had 3 digits and they knew that I was committed for the long run, and I am. We're approaching episode 300. It has been a wonderful journey. So this tree right here, last episode I think I called it the little big tree or something weird like that. I do that a lot. It's really strange, I know. But that is just me. And so this thing right here, I think it had about 5 comments from people saying to keep it, and everyone else said kill it, murder it, do whatever you can, get rid of it. And I agree, it's not right, is it? And what I was thinking we should do is get rid of this tree the easy way, because chopping down these big ones can be a little bit of a pain. You know, you have to go up there, you've got to get all of those random logs in random places, and so I was thinking, let's just burn this thing down. Let's just burn it down. No, we're not going to do that, because then all of this will catch on fire around here. So I was thinking, if we can't burn down the tree, what is actually going to be the easiest way to do this? And then it popped into my head, you know, the way you can remove all of the leaves really easily is with shears. So if ever you've got a big tree and you don't want to remove it, I think this could be quite useful. And it's probably painfully obvious to some of you, but if you're like me, sometimes you don't always think of doing something like this. And so I gave it a little bit of time. I thought, what is the easiest way we're going to be able to get to all of these logs? And you can see, instead of punching the trees with your fist, trying to get to all of them so you can chop them down, you can just use some shears and they'll break before you know it. I guess I should probably grab some more. Let's break these logs right here so this thing can start breaking apart. These leaves are going to come in useful as well, actually. We need to get a stockpile of those for some aesthetic building. Anyway, let me go and grab some more shears quickly. Yeah, this does feel like it's the way to go with getting rid of these big trees. Now, you don't have to remove all of the leaves, really. You just want to get to these log blocks. You want to expose them and then get rid of them with your axe. And that is nice and easy to do. And we have gone through a fair amount of iron, though. That is one thing. If you do not have a lot of iron, don't bother with this. Maybe it's better off for you to just punch the leaves with your fist. Anyway, let me finish chopping down this tree, and then we can talk about what we're going to do this episode. In fact, we can start talking about it right now. I am really, really excited to get going, because yesterday I had a little bit of free time to pop onto my server and do some creative building. I was hanging out with Jess. Me and him were working on a little shop that I would like to open up here on the server. Now, I know we're supposed to finish this staircase, and we've got some perdification, as I call it, to do around here. Well, I call it. I hear other people say that, and I like that word. But there you go. And we will get to that this episode. We will start on that. But I just kind of want to do this shop now, because I am really inspired to get going. So, over here we have a cliff face. And I think since day one of being on this server, I've been looking over here and just looking at it and thinking, there needs to be an entrance to a shop right there. There's a nice big kind of square overhang, and I feel like that's a place to have a little shop. Now, what I want to do with my base here is actually expand and have a little bit of a storage area, another one inside the top of the cliff there, and then have a quick drop down to here, and also a staircase or something to get up quickly, probably using slime blocks on that side right there. So next to where that's going to be, we're going to have a shop on this side right over here, and it's going to look really great because we were building and doing a lot of cool stuff with it, and the entrance looks really, really nice, very natural and humble looking build, and then the inside looks gorgeous as well, although we haven't finished it yet. So I thought what we'd do is make a start on this episode. We can work on the outside, and then in the next episode we'll probably finish all of the interiors and stuff like that. But I am itching to get going here, so I want to grab some building materials. We're going to need a lot of wood and other things as well, and then I can get to start on building this. So I guess I should just get things prepared, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? There you go. That is not a lot to look at. I know. I just wanted to bring you through the whole creative process of building this, because we started out with a little frame like this, and as we worked on it, it kind of flourished into something that looked really, really lovely. So I thought I'd give you an idea of how it looked before we started, and I think I picked just the right spot here in the hillside. I think I would have actually have liked it to go over a little bit more to the left. However, I don't want to dig away all of this right here. We want to keep it nice and natural, and it should leave us with some room to do some sort of like drop chute and easy way to get up to the top on the right hand side behind all of this, by the way. Anyway, so the next thing for us to do is to start putting some detail and shape to this, and it's going to look a lot prettier, but that is the basic shape right there. So a little bit more shape from the stairs and some details with the ladders and the buttons. This thing is starting to come along slowly, but there are some changes that we're going to make right here. So first of all, we're going to put down some of those little flower boxes at the front. These always look really great, and when we put some flowers on here, these will look especially nice. But there you go, a few trapdoors. We're going to put something on the side over here, so we just need those ones right there. And then what we're going to do is actually change the wood that we're using on the inside here. This is something we did that looked really nice. If we actually put spruce wood in here, then it looks pretty cool. And it's very subtle because you don't quite notice these edges here. So we've got spruce at the bottom. We're going to put spruce at the top as well. But this time we're going to use stair blocks like this. And they kind of line up with the glass, which I think looks really cool. And then also we're going to put some wooden trapdoors up here as well. And all of these little bits of detail and shape are just going to really add to this thing right here. So let's just put a couple more on this side, and then we'll take a step back and have a look, because this is most of the detail done. Okay, let's go all the way around here, shimmy up onto this furnace, and there you go. Just some subtle changes, but look how much nicer that looks now. It really does make a big difference, especially the spruce stairs and the trapdoors right there. But then the next bit that we're going to do is where things got a little bit interesting. We decided to kind of take a step away from the symmetrical look. Now I'm going to add a bit more on this side over here, and the instinct is to then go and do the other thing, or the same thing even, on the other side. But actually what we did is took a step away from that. So what we need to do right here, I think, is just have the one more log. Let's pillar up like that, and we're going to replace this stair. Let's grab some from there and create a little turnover. Oh no, I've done that wrong. Turn over to the other side like that. And one thing I love doing that didn't work, is putting some stairs between logs. It just kind of adds some shape and depth to... I'm having no luck with these stairs today. Why did that not go in the right place? There we go. Yes, adds a little bit of shape and depth. So if you just put them in there, you get these kind of nooks in the wood, and that looks really cool. And then we can put that... Oh, I think I removed a few blocks there. There we go. It's because we got haste on the beacon over there. So that looks really nice. And then the instinctive thing to do is to repeat it on the other side. But actually what we went ahead and did was just do something completely different over here. So we're going to put down some logs like this going upwards. And then there's going to be a little bit more on the side as well. I'm having trouble placing these. This is why I build off camera, because you've got to do a lot of hopping up and down and other things. In fact, there's a bit more here to build. I'm going to put down some bushes as well. I'll just do that off camera and show you it when we're done. Oh, doesn't that look absolutely lovely? I gotta say, I feel like the symmetry does hold you back sometimes. The fact that this is different on either side just makes it look a little bit more natural, a bit lived in, and it is really nice. I love the shrubbery over on this side as well. And also you'll notice that the leaf block in the top corner there goes over where the button would be, and maybe it'd be instinctive normally to, you know, keep all your buttons so it's nice and even, but actually I think it looks really good just having that broken up a slight little bit right there. So you can see I've done a few things around here, like put down some posts and gravel. And what we're going to do now is actually just finish off these flower boxes. So we're going to have a fern here. That's going to be a big one. We'll put a sapling next to it. I hope that doesn't grow into a tree. It shouldn't be able to. If it did, it would be a little bit of a problem. And then over on this side, we'll put our oxide daisy and our azurette bluet. I think I said that right. Probably didn't. There you go. And that is looking, oh, absolutely lovely, and a fallen in a hole. This thing's going to go. Don't worry about that. It's right in the way. We'll have to build that as a proper project sometime in the future. And what do I see up there? Is that a creeper? I think I see a creeper in there. When did you spawn in there, guy? Oh, it is. Are you going to do anything? No, you're just going to stand up there and... Oh, God, he's coming down. Quick, run. Oh, let's turn around and take out this guy quickly. Don't destroy my plants. There you go. Awesome. Okay, right. So the next thing for us to do is a little bit of the inside. I don't want to do too much of this because we're still working on the inside on my server. And I've got to say, it is going to look amazing in here. This is the real bit. You know, the outside is just the entrance. It does look good, but the inside is where things are going to happen. But we're going to be doing other things this episode as well. So I'll do a little bit of the interiors. I'll make a start on it. I'll show you some stuff, and then we'll move on to something else. But I'll do a little bit of building in here. Be back with you soon. It is certainly a different view from all the way over here. Mumbo's Jumbaloon looks awesome over there in the fog. And this is Monkey Farm's building, by the way. I was just checking that out. That looks really cool and interesting. But the reason that I am over here is, of course, for snowballs. We can also throw them like that. Awesome. And yeah, I was just harvesting these. And I thought, actually, this is a really good place to come and get snow from. Now, at the moment, we don't have a snow golem farm or anything like that for snow. And I was just noticing how easy this stuff was to collect, because we don't have to be careful about where we aim. If it lands on dirt, it's obviously going to break the dirt with your shovel, but if it lands here on the stone, then you don't have to worry about breaking it, which makes this a cool place to come and pick these snowballs up. So I was thinking, as an alternative farm to using the snow golems like we so often do, you could actually just build a big snow platform, let it snow, and then visit it every so often, and it'd be really easy to collect, especially if you've built, you know, a big flat platform. Then you can just waltz over it and get all the snow you need. And the reason that I'm over here collecting snow is because we need that for our build. And I'm almost done to show you the part of the inside anyway, not all of it, still got a fair bit to go. But anyway, let me gather up this snow and we'll go over there and have a look at how much I've done so far. So nothing's changed on the outside, but let's go in. I've started work on this little room over here on the side, and this is what the snow is for. We need to put this up, I think, 4 layers, so it's about halfway up the block. That looks about halfway, doesn't it? There we go. And these are obviously our fancy seats. These look really cool. I do like this. And so yeah, it's just wall with carpets on top of it and then snow at the front here. The main reason we got the snow is because it goes to the right level. Although a half slab would do the same thing. So if you wanted a wooden one, you could use some different textures. But yes, this is it right here. Let's take a step back and have a look. And there is something that I have forgotten to craft for this. Let me just check my inventory. Okay, let me craft something quickly. Okay, there we go. I forgot to put a painting on the wall here. And when I was doing this, I put a dropper behind it, I think, and I had this idea that you can actually click on the painting. And we're going to get the big one every time now. And where did it go? Yeah, I think what happens there is the server picks a random direction, and so does the client as well. There we go, perfect. Yes, so you used to have these trick doors where you could walk through the paintings. In fact, I think you can still make them. You just put signs on one side and the painting on the other, and you can walk straight through. But it's a shame you can't right-click. That's something that I tried. You know, have a dropper behind there and have a secret little inventory on the wall, which would have been cool. But that looks really nice, and this is coming along well. So we've got a little seating area here. If we just break one of these off, and that's great. I've fallen in the hole. You can see down here, the way we've done this is we directly powered some redstone lamps, so the light can come through and light up this part of the room. And you can kind of see everything that there is to talk about at the moment. One thing I did want to talk about were the cauldrons down here. This is something that Jess did, and I like it, but it does add a pinch of blue to the room. I'm not sure if I like that 100% or not. But then I was thinking, do you know what you can do? You can get some potions and you can drink a little bit. Well, not drink the water, but you can take it out of the cauldron, and then that means there's less blue overall. So I might play around with that as well. This room, by the way, is going to be a heck of a lot bigger. It's going to go back in that direction about 3 or 4 times the distance that we've gone so far. There's going to be a second floor up above, but for now what I think we're going to do is actually focus on the ground here and putting in some support beams for our second floor. So I'll do a couple of things and then we'll check it out. So, I saw full symmetry over here in the distance, and it looks like she's building something. I saw the gold helmet, and she said to look in the chest. Construction site, hard hat must be worn. Ha! That's brilliant. Look, a little gold helmet for us to wear while we're in the construction area. Yes, this looks really cool. Look at this, a bulldozer down the bottom, and a crane. Absolutely love these kind of builds. Can't do this stuff myself at all, but this looks really awesome. And she's putting down a whole load of snow golems everywhere. I'm going to have to wait to see her video to see what she's up to right now. I really don't know what it is she's doing. Maybe it's a prank, actually. It might be a prank. Yeah, let's leave. Let's not spoil anything more. Okay, right, I'm going to head back over there and continue working on this thing. Okay, maybe not too much more in here has been done, and this room is really moody at the moment, which is something we're going to correct in a second. And another thing, when I stand in this corner right here, I can get the haste effect. So I've sort of been darting across, doing a little bit of digging, and then darting back again, which is why I haven't expanded this too much. We really need to move the beacon in order to do this. But the rest of this room, the floor especially, is going to look lovely with this next thing that we're going to do. And that is to put some torches down the bottom here, except I can't quite put them directly on the bottom. Now notice that I've gone down a couple of blocks here. That's just so that the light level that comes up to the surface here isn't as bright as it could be, and that makes it just a little bit moodier, which I like quite a bit. So what we're going to do is place torches at the bottom of this little pit that I've dug out, and then we're going to put glass above it and then some carpets on top of that. So notice how this is kind of in the middle to all the borders. That was done intentionally. There's sort of like 3 blocks of stone between each side that there is around here, which looks really cool. So anyway, let's put down our glass like so, and then we're going to put down some brown carpet on here, which I think is really going to fit the wooden sort of feel that we've gone for so far. In fact, I've seen what it looks like. It looks lovely. I've already got it in my inventory, so let's just start pasting these down. Okay, let's take a step back and look at that. That's nice, that really is. It's very cozy and warm looking. However, it's not too obvious where the light is actually coming from, which is cool. Don't know if you saw that right there. When I sprinted across this bit, the particle effect behind me was glass. Let's just go into F5 mode. Yeah, look, little bits of glass. You might not see it because the video is compressed, but I'm pretty sure that is glass particles right there coming off of my feet instead of carpet ones. Well, that is certainly interesting. Let's just do that one more time. Whiz around. One more time again. Yeah, I'm sure I'm seeing it. Little bits of glass particles, which is what's underneath here. I guess if I were to walk across like this, then you see stone. Oh, there you go. That's something to talk about, isn't it? The carpets don't give you the correct particle effect. Maybe something to report to the bug tracker. I don't know. Anyway, enough of that. That is certainly distracting me. What we want to do is build the reception area next, or the checkout. I don't know what to call it, but we're going to have a little checkout sort of area right here. And then after that, we might have time to do a little bit of the second floor as well. But let's build that and see where we're at. So this is our reception desk, checkout area, whatever you want to call it. This is it right here. It looks really cool. Love this red wall at the back with some shelves with chests on. That looks so awesome. And then this is what it's like on the other side. Oh, that's right, there's a gap there. That's because I am supposed to put a chest in there. And would you look at that? Let's make a crafting bench, because there's something else I've actually got to craft. If you look in my inventory there, you might have noticed something. We obviously need a receptionist. So let's make a chest. And I've just noticed how full my inventory is. I was supposed to make 2 of those. Yeah, I am having a little bit of a inventory management problem at the moment. My little chest over there, my project chest, is full up. Just feels like there are so many items in the game now. It's really easy to just stockpile them. So let's chuck a couple of things on the floor for the moment. That should do. And then let's craft ourselves some golden armor. We're going to have a receptionist at this desk. There we go. And this is going to look really cool. We did this in our main base already, so we know it's going to look awesome. And let's just hop back in here. And how do we want to place this? Maybe at the side like that. That looks okay, I think. And then let's pop down all of the armor onto this little stand right here. And there we go. We have ourselves a little receptionist. That is very, very cool, isn't it? And I think we're actually going to wrap things up for this little bit of the project for now. I could do the roof, but to be honest, I'm running out of time, and I've got so many items in my inventory, so many in that chest over there. I need to tidy up this little bit of redstone. There's a lot of kind of maintenance stuff that I need to do at the moment. So we're going to knock this one on the head for now, and in the next episode we will finish this up, and it will look amazing because we have such a long way to go. This is just the beginning. There's the rest of the room. There's going to be a few more things in the back of the room. There's going to be a staircase on this side, and it's going to lead up to a floor on the top, which is going to look really cool as well. So lots more to do, and that looks so derpy back there. But yes, a really good start to this project. So I'm going to do some tidying up, and I'll be back with you in a moment. So everything has been tidied up and I put everything away. We are starting to run out of storage space up here, really. I do want to keep this system. I do like it. However, it's kind of designed for not a large amount of items. So quickly, let's go through all of these chests. That is a trap chest on the edge there. That means it bud updates the one next to it. And this actually fires iron into the dispenser above, which is really strange. But yeah, you can just see that my chests are kind of overflowing at the moment. We need a new storage system. It also does the same thing on this side over here. And yeah, I've got this random chest full of stuff as well. So I want to keep the most useful of items up here. But then if we go down below, my plan is in future episodes that we're going to be able to walk straight over here. We're going to have a water drop of some sort and some sort of elevator as well to bring us up. So that'll be the quick way up here and the quick way down as well. And then on the side here we can have our storage area somewhere in the side of this mountain, which will probably have a little staircase that goes down to our shop, which is just down there, which is going to be really cool. It's all going to be connected to one another. But for now, what I'd like to do is focus on prettying up this area. That's what we were supposed to do last episode. I want to focus on this staircase and also the area in front of the shop as well. And let's see if we can hit this guy. Actually, it's going to be a really easy shot. He's not that far away at all. But yeah, I'm going to take inspiration from Full Symmetry over here. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time looking at how she's done these things. You know, what she's used, like the vines, for example, under the trees. They're really good. And some of the jungle leaves in the ground. But yes, we will try and make this area here look really pretty. So I've made a bit of progress. We got 2 big trees outside the entrance to this place. And I've started work on a path as well. But also we've got some dark oak trees over here as well. We're going to build a canopy in this area out of these, and so far they've been placed down and they actually look pretty good, but there is obviously something lacking here. There isn't enough grass and stuff around the bottom here, and I kind of feel like a thicker forest would be the way to go. So we might put some of these closer together. They might be a little bit difficult to grow, but one thing that I was thinking we need is some grass around here, and maybe some of the taller ones as well, and some ferns and stuff just in between the trees to kind of make it look a little bit more overgrown. But the path is what I've focused on, and a few trees around it. So there's gravel, there's andesite, and some stair blocks, and it looks half decent, I think. And it really needs more grass kind of consistently spread around here, but I've only just worked on a little bit of this as well. So put in a couple more trees. It leads over to this path over here. And for now, that's what I'm going to focus on, just it going around the corner to that bit over there. And then later on, we'll connect it up to wherever this other path is going to go. I imagine it's going to go down there towards the bridge, and then Full Symmetry's path will connect somewhere around where the beacon is. That is obviously temporary, but yes, I thought I'd show you the progress so far. So really we just need more grass down here, and I've been going around and putting some jack-o'-lanterns under jungle leaves. They look really nice. You can be quite subtle about those as well. So slowly we'll be replacing all of these torches, and then there's just a few more details to go for, like vines hanging off the bottom of the trees. We'll put a few on this one over here and see how that looks. And I've also got some sugarcane as well. We'll plant those down here and there, but we're not going to do those too often. Just a few of them around I think will look pretty good. But anyway, I've got a long way to go, so as always I'll continue trucking on and be back with you in a moment. This is hilarious. Spumwack has just come over here. I've spotted him from up there. I was gathering some materials, and then I was telling him he needed a hard hat, and he found the chest. Awesome. Yeah, I think he's been pranked here. So we're getting there. This is looking nicer and nicer with every little tree grown and every little grass put down on the ground. And I put some vines on the trees over here. I really like how they look at the moment, and I think what I might do is put string underneath them at this height. However, I'll see what they look like as they grow down. Got a couple of reeds over there, got some more trees going in the background, and I tell you what, we're going to need a lot more of these saplings. These are pretty much my last ones. And to build this canopy, to make it look good, you really do need a lot of trees. And I think as it gets thicker around here, it's going to look nicer and nicer. But another thing I tried was the vines on the dark oak trees. They are quite the contrast, but they do look nice. And I think on the occasional one, a few vines is going to look good. So as we go over into this area, you can see the canopy is getting pretty thick, which is quite nice. And we've got a few trees over the back as well. So as we go up here, the view's going to change a lot, and I haven't really been checking that out so much. So you can see that looks pretty nice from down there. We've got a few big trees over the back here, and from up here it looks pretty good. But I think it's going to look much better when this entire area is going to be covered over with trees, because that was the kind of plan that we had, was to get loads of these dark oak trees down, build a thick canopy, and have lovely pathways going through like this to connect all of the areas together, and I think it is going to look gorgeous. But we are a long way from getting the whole thing done. It takes a long time to plant all of these down and do all the little details. I think the thing that takes the most time is putting in the light sources. I've done loads of them on the hill here, but we made a fair good amount of progress today, I feel like, and we're almost there now. I think I'm going to do a little bit more work on this area, but that's probably going to be it, and it's a lovely start. I think the entrance to this place is looking amazing, and I cannot wait to do the inside, which we'll be doing in the next episode. But anyway, as of right now, just going to do a little bit more work and wrap things up. This view right here is lovely. I keep standing here and just looking over at it and thinking, yep, we've done a good job here. But it's now night time. Just wanted to walk around quickly and show you what it looked like at night time. It really doesn't make too much difference actually, because this area is well lit up. But you can see over here there's a few places that I need to put in some light sources. So while it's night, I'm going to go around and do that. I was removing quite a few torches when putting down these trees over here. But it is looking good. I'm surprised it doesn't look that much different at night though. But there you go. It is pretty in the day or the night. So I made a few more changes around here. It's probably going to be quite subtle because I'm running out of materials. There are a few more trees and I put down some leaf blocks in places, especially underneath these stairs. They look really, really nice at the moment. And here's something else I could do. I could extend these logs downwards. That looks a little bit odd like that. But there you go. This thing is certainly coming along well. And by the way, I spoke to False. This over here is actually a prank on Spumwack, which I think will be coming out the day after you watch this video. So look out for that. A prank here on Hermitcraft. I think that is actually the first one, or maybe there was another one. I certainly haven't done a prank yet, so that's something I could do. But if you have any feedback for this area right here, then feel free to leave a comment down below, suggest some ideas or something that we could do around here, because I kind of feel like it looks good, but there's something I'm not thinking about, some sort of detail we could add around here. This thing has gotten off to a great start. You guys are going to love the interiors for that. I cannot wait to build it. But that is going to be it for this episode of Hermitcraft. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It will always be appreciated. So as always, thank you very much for watching. And I think I saw someone over there. Look, it's Xisum! Hey! There we go. Have iron pick. I do not. Let's go and let's say yes. I'm going to go make him an iron pick right now. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is hilarious. Xisum is trying to get up using the slime block thing, and it's just not working for him. There he goes. He got it. Awesome. Let's give him some materials. I think he needs to get himself geared up, because a moment ago he died, which is not good.